Hello, faithful. Welcome to a breaking news Move the Chains episode of the First and 10 podcast. I'm your host, Brianna McDonald, and today we've got some important updates coming your way on the San Francisco 49ers after their tough loss to the Green Bay Packers in Week 12. Let's dive right into the injury report and the latest news as we head into Week 13. So it was a tough matchup for the 49ers in Week 12 with some key players missing in action due to injuries. Quarterback Brock Purdy, top pass rusher Nick Bosa, and all-pro left tackle Trent Williams were all sidelined against Green Bay. Unfortunately, San Francisco couldn't overcome those challenges and fell 38-10 at Lambeau Field. Now, heading into Week 13, the injury bug continues to follow the Niners. A number of players sustained new injuries during the game, and they're ones to keep an eye on as we approach the next matchup against the Buffalo Bills on Sunday Night Football. So, here's the breakdown. Offensive lineman Dominic Pooney is dealing with a shoulder injury. He's awaiting MRI results, so we'll keep you posted on any updates here. Defensive back Deommodore Lenoir has a knee injury. He's also awaiting MRI results, so the team will be evaluating him further as the week goes on. Linebacker Demetrius Flannigan-Fowles, knee injury. He's considered day-to-day. His status will be closely monitored as we move throughout the week. Cornerback Renardo Green is dealing with a neck injury. Also day-to-day, so the Niners will be keeping an eye on his recovery. Defensive lineman Jordan Elliott is in the concussion protocol, and offensive lineman Aaron Banks is in the concussion protocol as well. Now, as for the team's existing injuries, like quarterback Brock Purdy's shoulder injury, he was doing some light throwing today on Monday, and head coach Kyle Shanahan said that was a good sign. He's not experiencing pain in the shoulder right now. The plan is for Purdy to rest on Tuesday and then see how he feels later in the week. Defensive lineman Nick Bosa has a hip and oblique injury. Bosa will be evaluated throughout the week, so we're still waiting to see if he'll be good to go for Sunday's game. Offensive lineman Trent Williams, his ankle injury. Like Bosa, Williams will be evaluated throughout the week. His status is still up in the air. Wide receiver Jacob Cowing is still in the concussion protocol, so it's uncertain when he'll be able to return to action. Defensive lineman Kevin Givens is working through a groin injury. Givens has a possible chance to return to practice this week, but we'll have to wait for more clarity here. Offensive lineman John Feliciano started the season on injured reserve and will remain on IR for the time being. Head coach Kyle Shanahan mentioned that Feliciano's knee just hasn't been responding the right way, which is unfortunate both for him and the team. And as for cornerback Charvarius Ward, Shanahan said he's expected to practice in full this week. Last week, he worked with the scout team, but he should be back in the mix now. And it's not all bad news. There's some light at the end of the tunnel with linebacker Dre Greenlaw. After suffering an Achilles injury during Super Bowl 58, Greenlaw is finally ready to make his return. Head coach Kyle Shanahan confirmed on Monday that they're opening Greenlaw's practice window this week. He's expected to start practicing this Wednesday, which is a huge boost for the defense. Greenlaw has been one of the top tacklers on the team for several years, and his presence would be a big lift for the Niners moving forward. So with many key players dealing with injuries, the 49ers depth is going to be tested, especially as they head into Week 13. The team will need players to step up, and the coaching staff will be working overtime to make sure they're ready for what's ahead with the Bills on the road in Buffalo. But that wraps up today's news, faithful. Stay tuned as we continue to monitor these situations throughout the week. Subscribe to First and 10 on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any other episodes. And thanks for tuning in.